And like everywhere I go, people saying, "Oh, you the hero, you the neighborhood hero." Like everywhere I go.
What's going on? I am Heatron Hill. You are tuned into Baller Alert. I am here with the neighborhood hero himself, Mr. Corion Evans. How you feeling, man? How are you?
I'm feeling good, feeling great.
Awesome, man. So for you guys who don't know the story, Corion is 16 years old from Pascagoula, Mississippi. He saved three young girls and a police officer from drowning in the Pascagoula River in Moss Point on June 10th. Now, I just want to first commend you, man, for a job well done. The amount of bravery I know it must have took for you to do that. I mean, I'm still speechless. You know, the world is going through so much right now. We needed something, a story like this, just to give us some happiness, man. So I want to first commend you for a job well done. Now, I do want to start
Thank you.
from the beginning of that day, right? So what was happening just moments before you walked past that bridge? What was your day going like? What went through your head the moment you saw that car in the river,
Um,
right?
uh, it was a it was a good day actually because it was a party that day. Cause that's where like everybody was coming from. It was a party that night, so really that whole day, everybody just getting ready for the party. Like waiting on the party. So it was actually after the party, how we ended up under the bridge because like a spot that we just go and hang out, after the party because it was after because the party had got shut down, so we just needed somewhere to go and hang out. It just got late, and when everybody was getting ready to leave, the car I just seen them go that way towards the water, and I just seen them go down the ramp into the water, and I didn't know what to think. I just seen people run like over there to the car, and on my way over there, I just heard um I just heard people saying help us, and when I got over there, I just seen them in the water.
So with the girls, did they go to your school? Did they come from the same party you was attending, or they were just strangers?
Oh no, no, they came from the same party.
Okay.
Like they was there party, and
Okay.
they don't go to my school. They go to a different school. It's like a city over. It's like over a bridge of the next city.
Okay. So there were a lot of people leaving the same area around the same time when this happened.
But they were like leaving like a little later. Like it was only probably about. It wasn't really a lot of people out there anymore. Like everybody was getting ready to leave or already had left,
Yeah.
and then they were leaving, and then they
Okay.
went into the water.
So was it like an automatic instinct, or did you take a second to maybe see if you should get help, or did you just automatically jump into the water to try and rescue them?
Yeah, when I first got over there and I seen them, like I was in a moment of shock a little bit, like just seeing them like in the water saying help. I see the cars on the water, and like I was like honestly in a moment of shock for like a split second, but I had to snap out of it fast, and I just ran. I took off my shirt and took off my shoes, and like my first thing was just jump in the water. Like because like in my head, I'm like at the time I wasn't thinking about anything else. I'm just like I know I can swim, so I need to try to help.
Got you, got you. Now, at any moment while you was in the water and you was, pulling them out, I know the officer eventually came and he was about to, he started to go under the water. Were you scared for your life at any point?
Um, yes, I would say I was scared for my life when I had to go and help the officer and the girl because the girl was panicking, taking the officer under. So, a little bit I was like, I hope she doesn't take me under while she's panicking.
Mhm.
But luckily she was able to calm down a little bit by the time I got to her and was able to take her in and she didn't take me under. So that was probably the only time I was just like, just like scared, like, thinking about my own safety.
Gotcha, gotcha. Now, what has life been like after this for you? I know you got honored in your town. I'm sure news outlets have probably been calling you and hitting you up. What has life been like for you after this? You're like the Spider-Man of the community right now.
Yeah, my mom's phone has been blowing up. My phone been blowing up. Getting phone calls from like everywhere in the nation. Like numbers calling me from Los Angeles, like everywhere. I'm just getting random numbers. And, yeah, a lot has, I got honored by the city of Moss Point, and this morning, I actually had to get honored by my city I live in, which is Pascagoula. they had gave me another little certificate, letting me know like they're proud of what I did and telling me thank you.
Awesome, man. And how are you feeling personally? How's your headspace right now? How are you feeling personally?
I'm feeling good. Mainly because the blessings, like God has most definitely been blessing me a lot, like in front of my eyes, and like everywhere I go, people saying, "Oh, you the hero, you the neighborhood hero." Like everywhere I go.
And listen, man, you deserve it. Now let's talk about this GoFundMe, right? It's at $80,000 now. So have you even thought about college? You know what you want to study, what school you want to go to? Where's your headspace with
Uh,
that?
yes, sir. I thought about college. I would like to attend. I'm in Mississippi, probably Mississippi State, Ole Miss, Southern Miss. Those are really my top three. Um, Actually, I got a call from Southern Miss. They're trying to give me a scholarship. Where they're actually giving me a scholarship for Southern Miss. And Mississippi State has gotten in contact with my counselor at my school. When I get back to school, I'm going to see what that's about. But I want to go to college. I'll be a physical therapist.
Okay.
I would like to get into sports medicine maybe, and maybe real estate. Lately, I've been thinking a lot about real estate. Like I feel like that's something I'd like to do.
Okay. Okay. I was saying, after saving these girls, did you ever think about, becoming a first responder, EMT,
Oh yes, sir. But
firefighter, police officer?
that was most definitely on my mind. Probably being a EMT or something like that. Maybe a nurse or anything like that. That was on my mind. I'll say most definitely. It still is, but I just have things that I would rather do
Right.
instead of that. But that's still a thought of going into college.
Awesome, man. Congrats on everything. So one thing I did want to talk about, I think for so long we have seen, the black man and the police system kind of have like a dark light around it. And here you are, a 16-year-old black male help to save a cop. I think that's what the world needed right now. Why do you think this is something important for the world to see?
Over the years, not just 2020, like over the years, it has been just young African American men getting shot or killed by cops. It's just been, back and forth between African American men and cops. You know how that goes. So I feel like when I did that, like that's just letting you know it's still hope. Every young African American man is not just, out there to, like me. It's another me somewhere in the world. It's probably another young African American that would have jumped in the water to do the same thing I did.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Listen, I want to thank you so much for taking the time out to speak to me. Congrats on everything. You deserve the world, young man. And I just want to commend you again on a job well done.